cities with good hearts. We had bad starts, now we gotta push the start. It's sunny outside, but the ceiling just come apart. Can't be a teacher if you scared to leave your mark. I'm A+, hope my daughter keeping her grades up. It's hard to reach out, especially when you way up. The clothes can be loud, but that really don't say much. Roll around a Fanta, I'm smoking a beige blunt. I want black people to come together, I can't front. Like hot sauce, crossovers on N1. They want me to hate myself, not say that I'm handsome. For this money, they holding our integrity ransom. When you gift it, just know they want Christmas canceled. So I stay with the Tommy, cause on this mic I'm Bruce Lee when it come to karate. You gotta listen, somebody taught Mr. Miyagi. That's just shit you gotta learn. That's why kids sit on the potty. Guess it's my job to tell them. Then I'm young, black, and elegant. Did I mention intelligent? With the heart the size of an elephant, with rhymes that cut the mustard, that give you something you can relish in. I'm hot, dog, what that mean if I can't eat? I'm on a beach, feet burning from the sand heat. A lot of people got voices that can't speak. Record labels put out diss songs so we can beef. Y'all better wake up, they want a females thinking they beauty come from makeup. She don't want to get left behind, so she went and got a fake butt. She worried about her lace front, I'm trying to get a lake front. Swear I'm the hottest, like the 7th and 8th month. Never been a crash dummy, no lie, I can't stunt. These rappers dull, they can't make the cut. You ever felt like good enough wasn't good enough? Your mom made you mad and you couldn't cuss? I know the feeling, that's why I ain't chillin' till my children got $1 million. And the whip Sicilian, but the passenger Brazilian. Wayne taught me one thing in this game, it's no ceilings. My bars like Alex Fleming discovering penicillin. But somehow I'm still sick, suck at blackjack. 21 and up, I still hit. Thanks for rocking with me, cause we sip real, Chris. Had the same impact as a slap from Will Smith.
I think I saw the same thing when you told me about love, and now it's gone. Now it's gone. I think I saw the same thing when you told me about love, and now it's gone. Now it's gone.
What it is, man. This is Deem, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. Jab Queen in the building, bright and early. Y'all already know I'm keeping my foot on their neck, y'all. Y'all about to see an uptick in content and everything. We about to get it popping. You hear what I'm talking about? I wanted to start your morning off real good, real great, and all of that good stuff. Who else in the building? My guy Cam J is in the building. Absolutely. Make sure y'all hit that like button. He said good morning. Same to you, bro. Evans Entertainment is in the building. What's the deal, my guy? We are here. We are here. Lee Jackson, appreciate the early morning cook. Y'all know how we about to give it up. You hear what I'm talking about? Y'all know how we about to give it up. My guy George is in the building. What's the deal? Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. My East Coast brother, you already know, man. I hope everybody's doing great and all of that good stuff. And we gonna get into it, man. I don't expect everybody to be in here because it's early morning, but I want to get everybody used to chopping it up with your boy, man. You feel what I'm saying, man? Let's go ahead and get it. Let's make it happen. Let's do what we gotta do. Miss Joette is here in the building. How you doing? Good morning, y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. I already know I ain't even got to tell y'all to hit that like button. I ain't even got to tell y'all to do none of that. Y'all already know what's going on, man. Y'all know how we get it, giving it up. Right again. Right again. I was right again. Yeah, start your morning off with that, man. Listen, man. First I want to start off talking about Gervonta Davis's case. Yeah, I want to start off talking about that. I heard KO and them chopping it up about that last night. I wasn't able to catch it. I had to watch the replay. And it's a topic that we've been on for a little while. And I think now, after a couple months and everything has transpired, we get to kind of see what's going on and what's not going on. Let me give my 2 cents. Shout out to 2 Cents Boxing. Shout out to Jab Queen. Shout out to Cam J. Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe, and go holla at my fellow folks. You know, Last time I checked, y'all, ain't Gervonta Davis on probation? Somebody let me know in the chat. Last time I checked, ain't Gervonta Davis still on probation, yo? I want to tell you why people not asking the right questions. They not peeping the right thing. You not understanding the right things we need to talk about. What's going on? Flawless mentality is in the building. Grand rising blessings to the God. You already know. Dean by any means. My brother of elevation, fam, and the God's goodness for all those solid boxing family. Shout out. Make sure y'all hit that super chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that cash app. Y'all know what it is. Gervonta Davis is still on probation last time I checked. See, I don't think y'all understand how the legal system works. Do y'all understand that if you are on probation and then you out here on video and getting caught kidnapping somebody or assaulting somebody, that not only do the state of Florida can pick it up, but Gervonta Davis is on probation. He is not supposed to be having any type of contact, illegal activity of any sorts. So whereas though the state of Maryland can pick it up. Do you understand? The state of Maryland don't need that. All the state of Maryland need to know is that he was involved in this, and then they can pick it up and charge him for just violating for his probation. Is Gervonta Davis in jail? Shout out to Ohana. Jab Queen said, bingo. Y'all understand that? Like, he got a serious crime, like kidnapping and assault. That's a serious crime. So whereas though, even though that she is suing civilly, if they have video evidence of Gervonta Davis doing that, the state of Maryland can charge Gervonta Davis. They don't need that. It doesn't matter what the girls say. You think I'm lying? Didn't Cassie settle a civil suit with P. Diddy? Didn't she still have to testify? Desmond in the building. Cassie still had to testify in the criminal court because it didn't matter that she already got paid off and it was civil because they turned it to criminal. Do you understand how this works? And then imagine P. Diddy wasn't on probation. P. Diddy, imagine somebody that is. And then when you put on the fact that Gervonta Davis's judge don't even like him like that. So before we even get into all of that part, understand Gervonta Davis' judge don't even like him. So best believe if he was on camera doing all of these things, he will already be being charged criminally. They can subpoena, the state of Maryland could subpoena the video footage, especially if the Miami PD is planning on picking it up. Do you see how that works? Desmond said that's why his PO hasn't violated him yet. Do y'all understand that? Do you know kidnapping is a federal charge? Y'all like, bro, if you are on probation, and let's say somebody said you beat them up, and then they made a police report, and the police was looking into it, even if you get off on that, just the fact that that police department could charge you with a crime, your probation can violate you just for being in that situation. Do y'all understand how that works? When you are on probation and you get charged with another crime, they're going to violate you. So not only, even if you get off on this crime, that's why people, y'all, when they in jail, they be like, they got to go here and fight a case, and then they get expedited to another state to fight that case to see if they're going to get time on that. Or what they'll do is let you serve out this time, and then after you done this time, you got to go to court for that crime. It don't work like that, y'all. He got a big charge. You 100% right, George. If that is a criminal federal state offense, mind you, Gervonta Davis is not from Florida. On top of that, he may be a resident, but I don't know. That had to be recent because if you remember, y'all, Gervonta Davis couldn't leave the state of Baltimore for a minute unless he was having a fight or something. Remember, he had to get permission to go to Paris. Y'all remember that? George said the feds don't play about no kidnapping. Ask OJ, rest in peace. Y'all remember that Gervonta Davis had to get um permission to go to Paris? Why would he have to get permission? That means that he is still under legal surveillance. That means he is still on probation. If it's so deep that he got to get permission to leave the country, could you imagine if he's caught on camera kidnapping and assaulting a woman in a state that he's not even on probation in? Y'all not asking the right questions, bro. It don't take 3 months to violate him. I'm pretty sure Gervonta Davis has seen his parole officer or his probation officer or talked to him since, because sometimes, depending on how long you've been on probation, sometimes they ease up on you. So it'd be like before you had to go see them every month. Then they'll change it to you got to come see me every 3 months. And then they'll change it to you got to see me every 6 months or every 7 months or whatever. So Gervonta Davis might be in that position where he can live in Florida, but as long as he keep in contact with them and he come back and see them every 7 months or they know about his whereabouts, he good because he already been on probation. So they probably at the end of it. But it has nothing to do with the fact that he is on probation and that if he is charged with anything criminally leading up to him getting off of probation, they can just pick that up in another state. It happened to NBA YoungBoy. George said, my brother cooking this morning. Why you think NBA YoungBoy had to be out Utah? That's how he even got to Utah in the first place. Because he had caught a case out there and he had to stay there. So now he kind of made it his home. But then NBA YoungBoy had to get flown out somewhere else to face other charges. He got off, but he had to face other charges, though, somewhere else. Nah, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. And they denied him to go to the Olympics. Remember, 100%. So you mean to tell me if it's so deep that he got to get permission to leave the country, but he's not going to be on camera assaulting a woman and not get charged criminally from the state of Maryland, or even at minimum having his probation violated? That's not how that works, fam. Especially when a judge don't like you very much. Do you know they can violate you for anything? They can make the rules up as they go. They can violate you for anything. If you think I'm lying, you better ask people that's ever been on probation or parole, and they got a probation or parole officer or a judge who don't like them very much. Y'all better ask around. And here go my bigger point. Now, we just went through all that, people, right? Everybody, y'all just heard all of that. The fact that Gervonta Davis is on probation, that means his whereabouts is always known. What you mean you can't serve him in 3 months? She's not serious about this. That's probably why the Miami PD is not picking it up. And that's probably why he hasn't been violated yet. So y'all want to go straight to all of these other ifs, ands, and whys. Let's deal with what actually makes sense. Well, Gervonta Davis has probably not been violated yet because the Miami PD is probably not going to pick it up because they think that it's frivolous. So then at that point, there's no reason to violate the man. And therefore, he hasn't been served. What do this girl mean she don't know where he at and he can't get served? But Gervonta Davis is on probation and you are talking about serving him a court case civilly. His address is out there. Believe that his address is out there, my people. 100% his address is out there, especially to the legal system. They could find you. So you get a traffic ticket, they could find you, but you think they can't find Gervonta Davis? Stay with me, people, dog. You can get a damn traffic ticket and they can find you, but you think they can't find Gervonta Davis? Stay with me, people. I think y'all sleep this morning, gang. What's the deal with Darius? What's going on, Brody? What's going on? Right again. I want y'all to really think about that. This man is on probation and is one of the most famous celebrities walking this earth right now. So you think that he did something that criminally violated, but she can't serve him because she don't know where his whereabouts is at? Gervonta Davis is on probation. That means that his address is public record to the legal system. They know exactly where he lives at because in order for him to be in Miami, he has to let his probation officer know exactly where he is at, exactly what address he's living at, when he's there, when he's not. Do y'all understand that? Gervonta Davis can't just go on a high, and it don't work like that, gang. That's how you know it's frivolous now. It take you 3 months to find out where the man at. Y'all could have just sent the mail to his crib. You get a traffic ticket and they send it to your house. You mean they can't find out where Gervonta Davis live? Is we gonna be stupid now? Is we stupid or is we dumb? Is we gonna be stupid or is we gonna be dumb? I'm asking y'all, people, hit that like button, hit that super chat, hit that cash app, man. Your boy working hard out here. Early morning for y'all with the banger. Gervonta Davis is on probation. There's no excuse of why it should take 3 months to serve this man. Doesn't make sense. Now it's starting to look like it's sabotage because then this man had to drop his fight for something that didn't happen or even existed. Now it's looking like he was sabotaged. Darius says some dumbass in KO chat was talking about they can't serve him because he ain't in Florida. Nigga, they will serve your ass papers anywhere they find your ass. First of all, I heard the dumbass on KO channel saying that where he is stupid at. That doesn't matter because they can get Gervonta Davis cannot hide because he is on probation. Just that fact alone. So what homie is saying is not true as if people don't know Gervonta Davis' whereabouts. Yes, they do know Gervonta Davis' whereabouts because his whereabouts has to be known because he is on probation in the state of Maryland, but he does not reside in the state of Maryland. Or they might have switched his probation to Florida, but it doesn't matter in that instant. Only part that matters is that Gervonta Davis is on papers. When you are on papers, you have to have an address put down where they can find you at all times. There's nothing else nobody can say after I say that to you. That's the only thing. You, and if you got a cousin, a brother, anybody in your family that you know has been through the legal system, when they come home or when they are on probation or when they are on parole, they need to have a home address. Do you know they won't even let you make parole or probation unless you have a home address? Let's talk about it. See, I'm tired of dealing with y'all earthmen. How they gonna say they don't know where Gervonta Davis is at? Do you know when you are on probation or parole, why you think that Gervonta Davis had to go to Coach Calvin's house? Do y'all remember that? Yeah, I'm preaching this morning, I know. Do y'all remember that Gervonta Davis had to stay at Coach Calvin's crib when he first got out of jail because the state wanted to know where Gervonta Davis was going to live at and who would be responsible for him? Do y'all remember that, y'all? Around the time where Devin Haney was about to sign with Matchroom before the Regis fight. Do y'all remember that, people? 2 Cent in the building. D1 said, bro, thanks for the birthday love. I'm at work, man. Can't chat, but I'm listening, Brody. That shit crazy that they can't find a man that they suing for millions. I know where to find them, and that ain't even my job. D1, that ain't about nothing, bro. Happy birthday, bro. You already know, bro. Happy birthday, gang. 2 Cent is in the building. Do y'all know when you are on probation? Like, that's why he had to go to Coach Calvin's crib. Remember when he couldn't leave the state of Maryland? He had to stay with Coach Calvin. Y'all remember that? He couldn't even go to his real home. He had to go stay with Coach Calvin because somebody had to be responsible for him. Do y'all remember that? I told y'all I got the memory of an elephant, didn't I? Didn't I tell y'all I got the memory of an elephant? So don't tell me that they don't know where Gervonta Davis lives at to serve him. Don't tell me that. Frederick Littlejohn, what's the deal, Brody? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me they don't know where Gervonta Davis is legally. Let's get into something even deeper. Y'all know Gervonta Davis got security, right? See, this is why y'all don't need to be dealing with Dean. Like, I'm a different level. You know Gervonta Davis got security, right? When you are a security officer that's like an armed security bodyguard, you got to be registered through the state. You understand this, right? And if you work for a company, even if you're doing it independent or you work for a company, you got to have your clients documented like on paper. You understand that, right? Like there has to be a contract. Like I will protect Gervonta Davis for this X amount of money through this company. I'll have all my certifications, blah, blah, my up-to-date training, all of that, right? Y'all understand that, right? George know where I'm getting to. So you ain't hear nobody else bring this up. Do you know a lot of them are probably former police officers, law enforcement, ex-military? You understand that part too of it, right? So that means that they are probably registered in the state of Florida, correct? And if they have a client in Gervonta Davis who they are protecting, that means that has to be documented as well, correct? So I'm pretty sure if they have all of these people that are on papers, meanwhile, Gervonta, and to make it even worse, this is something that y'all it's called an executive protection for you clowns. 100%. And what make it even more vicious is Gervonta Davis, since he is on probation, Gervonta Davis can't just be around felons. Timmy in the building. Mostly that's for those jobs. Facts. Timmy, they don't understand, bro. They don't want to talk, bro. They don't want to. John, what's the deal, John? They don't want to talk real, bro. Do you understand that Gervonta Davis is on probation, so he can't just be around other felons? Do you understand that? So that means everybody that he is around, especially if he had people like that that are securing him, his probation need to know that these individuals will be around him and be protecting him and X, Y, and Z just in case anything happens, just in case anything goes wrong. Do y'all understand? It's called security detail. So I'm pretty sure Marcus the villain is in the building. You know what's even crazier? Now, I'm going out on the limb when I say this part, though. Remember when Gervonta Davis was locked up out front of his crib? And that looked like that was Florida, right? Remember when he had the braids and they had his handcuff behind his back and he was at his crib and all that? Didn't it look like he was in Florida? Cam J said people don't know shit about the legal system. I'ma just go out on a limb and say Gervonta Davis that's probably the same house he stays in now, currently. That wasn't that long ago. John Parles definitely did, yeah. Like he was, like it didn't look like that was Florida that he was in. I'm pretty sure Gervonta Davis might still live at that same location, correct? If that is the same house Gervonta Davis was at when his other baby mom was talking about the toothbrush and doing all of that, right? Right, Cam J, stay with me. Then it's impossible for them to not know where he lives at. You ain't heard nobody else bring that point up either. Make sure you make everybody remember you ain't heard nobody else bring that point up. I'm pretty sure that's the same house Gervonta Davis currently lives at. That wasn't that long ago. So then the police arrived there, and then that was legally, there was a police report and everything. They know where the fuck Gervonta Davis live at. When they was trying to see if someone was there with his daughter. Yes. This the part that's about to get even more iller. Stay with me, y'all. What's the chances y'all think Gervonta Davis live in a gated community? See, y'all don't know where. See, y'all. I told y'all not to mess with me, dog. I need participation in the chat. What's the chances y'all think Gervonta Davis lives in a gated community? What's the chances of that? I'm asking real questions right now. We having grown folks talk this morning. We ain't gonna do a lot of yelling and shouting. It's early in the morning. We gonna have grown folks talk this morning. What's the chances do y'all think that Gervonta Davis lives in a gated community? Do you think other celebrities live around Gervonta Davis? Lee Jackson said 100%. John Parle, like, damn, Dean, where are you going with this? Dean, where you going? No, I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question. Just asking a question. 100%. I'm just asking a question. What's the chances you think Gervonta Davis lives in a gated community? Tim Lately said 100% he does. 100% he does. Oh, okay. So y'all all think that he lives in a gated community? I'm asking. See, y'all, this is why y'all rock with Dean, because I break things down to its most simple molecule. When I say what I'm about to say, that's about to make so much sense to you where you're going to be like, oh, it's impossible for them to not know where he's at. It's absolutely impossible. How many of you think Gervonta Davis lives in a gated community? I'm just wondering. SBG Mello in the building. It's my guy, man. Salute Deem in the chat with the deuce. What's going on, family? Up here trying to get you this good cook, bro. Start y'all day off right. You already know, gang. I'm keeping my foot on their neck. Big Coop says, didn't he say he lived in a gated community with people with more money than him? Yes, he did say that. Gervonta Davis did say that, Big Coop. 100% Gervonta Davis said that. So, do y'all know how gated communities work? Hey, 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 y'all, do y'all know how gated communities work? Do you know that if you live in a gated community, they have everybody's address down, like the gated community that you live in, the people who land that is, they have to know everybody that lives here. You understand? Because there's other celebrities, there may be high risk people, there may be politicians that live in this neighborhood, there may be um anything, very powerful people could live in this neighborhood. He definitely don't live like we live. John Parle says no access for just anyone. Bingo. So if Gervonta Davis says he lives in a neighborhood with people with more money than him, then that means that he lives in a neighborhood with some pretty famous people, wouldn't you say? If Gervonta Davis is on record saying he lives in a neighborhood with more people with people with more money than him, then that means that he lives near some pretty rich people, wouldn't you say, y'all? What you doing up this early, OG? Dean getting me through my work day, man. Listen, bro. I'm keeping my foot on their neck out here, y'all. I told y'all what I'm trying to do. I'm keeping my foot on their neck, y'all. I'm trying to have y'all really rock with Dean all the way, 100%. Like, oh yeah, he working. That's all. All facts, Dean, for security purposes. Lee Jackson, what you say, Lee? You said it for security purposes, right? Yeah, Dean, I already knew that. Yep, for security purposes, which would mean what, Lee? Hey, Lee, if it's for security purposes, then wouldn't that mean that the police also knows the people that live in this neighborhood for security purposes? Do you know if you live in a rich neighborhood that like all the police know all of the people that live there? You ever watch Beverly Hills Cops and the police was riding around and he was showing Eddie Murphy all the celebrities' houses? Stay with me, people. I'm too deep for you this morning, no Diddy. My fault, y'all. I'm going a little too deep for you this morning. Do y'all remember Beverly Hills Cops when he was riding around and he was pointing out all of the celebrities' houses? Do you want to know why they know whose celebrity houses those is? No, it's just a question. It's just a question. Marcus the Villain said, "You know what gets me out of all of this Shakur, Devin, and Tank craziness? Out of all of them, Tank controversy probably has to be the least egregious. Shakur legit hit a woman, and Devin punched a civilian. Lord have mercy." Marcus the Villain. Ishmael drinking his coffee and just like, listen, Dean, you know. So Gervonta Davis lives in a gated community where the police will know who lives in that gated community because for security purposes, because there's a lot of powerful and famous people there. So the police are definitely going to know the people that live in this area. All I am saying to my people, Mr. Altruistic is in the building. All I am saying to you people, it's impossible for the police and the court system to not know where Gervonta Davis lives. Lord have mercy. That's all Dame is saying to you. It's impossible to tell me it takes 3 months to know where Gervonta Davis is at. Yeah. Not a guy that's on probation and lives in a neighborhood, a gated community with people that got more money than him. It's impossible. Because guess what? You know how you got to know is Gervonta? Because Gervonta can't put that money in nobody else's name for that to really be his house. I mean, he could. People do it, but they still know it's his. Because then if he put it in his mom's name, they still going to be like, it's not like the police are stupid. Mm-hmm. Jab Queen says it smelled like a setup from the gate. 100%. So I just want y'all to understand that. It's all I'm trying to get you to understand is that it is impossible. What up, Javon? Javon in the building. It is impossible for the Miami PD and the court systems to not know where Gervonta Davis lives at. That is impossible. My guy Nitro in the building. That's all Dean trying to tell you. And the fact that you now know that, now that Dean done took you through the ring around the rosy and you done put that in your mind and said, damn, that nigga Dean smart as hell. That do make a guy a lot of damn sense. He is on probation, which would mean that his address would have to be his actual home address. They would have to know, which would mean that if they know that, then the police would have access to that, which would mean that they would have to know where he lives at. But if we go a little bit deeper, Gervonta Davis has security who's probably ex-military cops who all registered through the state of Florida as well, which is though he would be on paper so they would know exactly where he lives at because of that. But then let's go a little further and a little deeper. If he lives in a gated community where there are people that's more richer than he is, then that means that that gated community has a list of all of the estates and everybody that lives here, which would mean that it's some high-powered people that live there, which would mean that the police know exactly who lives there. And I bet you 9 times out of 10, that same house that they pulled up to Gervonta Davis probably still resides right there right now. Because if you think about it, if I'm really thinking about it, Gervonta Davis must have just bought that house. Because if you remember, he wasn't living in Florida a few years ago. He was living up here. So I'm pretty sure that is the same house that they came and tried to lock him up the first time with the toothbrush and all of that nonsense. I'm just saying, just think about it, y'all. Just give me something to think about this morning. That's all. Marcus DeVillion said, especially as hard as that judge wants him. Exactly. And then that's the cherry on top, Marcus. And then put on the top of it that how bad that judge actually wants to nail Gervonta Davis. J Main is in the building. What's the deal, Brody? Just giving you something to think about. There's no way they don't know where Gervonta Davis lives at. They know where Jay-Z and Beyonce live at. They don't know where Gervonta Davis lives. Stop, bro. Bro. J Main. They better stop playing with me. They know where Elon Musk live at. They don't know where Gervonta Davis is, bro. Bro. Huh? What you say? What you say? Say it again. They ain't serve him yet because they don't know where Gervonta Davis is at. Gervonta Davis has to be known where he's at. He can't be nowhere a long period of time without his whereabouts being known and he's on probation. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Is Gervonta Davis up for probation last time I checked? What are you talking about? And let's say even if he's not on probation, J-Man, let's say he's not on probation. Let's say we throw all of that out. The fact that he lives in a gated community with a bunch of people who got more money than him, which would mean that the police know exactly where the fuck Gervonta Davis lives at. Use your brain, people. Use your head. Use your mind. Don't be an earthman. This is what I be talking to y'all about. This shouldn't even be a discussion 3 months later. Now, when you really think about it, that's simple. Oh, yeah, she bullshit. Yeah, she bullshit. Darius says, I always found this story fishy how nobody from the club, and I mean nobody, make a tweet or a post saying Tank beat up a bitch and it's nowhere. Bro, it would have been all on TMZ. Like, bro, I know better in 2025. Is you dumb? We got Cat Williams getting choked up by a 15-year-old on camera, but we ain't got Gervonta Davis dragging a bitch and slapping a chick out the club. Stop it. We got Cat Williams getting beat up by a 15-year-old on camera, but we don't got Gervonta Davis dragging a chick out the club at the most popular strip club in Miami on one of the most popular strips in Miami where it's cameras every fucking where. Yeah, okay. Sure. Jab Queen said, that's what I'm saying. You a man and nobody had his cell phone footage? Nah, that's just foolish. It's just because it didn't happen. But I'm going to get off of that. And we're going to get to the next topic, y'all. Make sure Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that super chat. Y'all hit that cash app. You show your boy some love. I'll be live later today as well on some other topics. Make sure you keep your notifications on because I'm gonna put some shorts out today. I'm gonna put a couple videos out today, and then we going live again later today. We grinding. We doing what we gotta do. I'm keeping my foot on their neck. I told y'all I'm trying to expand this brand. I'm about to start making another channel. We about to get it popping out this joint. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to be the hardest working man in showbiz. You understand what I'm talking about? You understand? Nitro says Tank is a big star, and if someone sees him outside, people are taking their phones out and recording. Exactly, because it happens everywhere else. Everywhere else Tank goes, we see video footage. But just so happened when he beating a chick up and he dragging her out the club, we ain't got no video footage. Yeah, okay, sure. I could be a fool and believe that. I just don't believe that because I know how life works. I would have saw that already. Yeah, I would have saw it. For sure I would have saw it. And if I didn't see it, that means Tank's definitely getting charged criminally because that means that they're trying to put a federal case on him. If I haven't seen the video footage, but that hasn't happened yet. Actually, the judge said they got this amount of time before all of this shit go away. So, you know. But let me get into my next subject, man. Make sure y'all hit that cash app. Make sure y'all hit that super chat. Make sure you hit that like button, man. And definitely keep your notifications on, my people. Let me get into my next topic. Turki Aliki Ashiki has been mighty, mighty quiet lately. Have y'all noticed that? Turki Aliki Ashiki has been mighty, mighty quiet lately, people. Yeah, Turki has been quiet lately, my people. 100%. I thought y'all told me he was saving boxing and all that. Why Turkey so quiet now? I don't see Turkey all in the videos. I don't see Turkey dancing. I don't see Turkey putting on all these back events. I don't see none of that no more. Why Turkey so quiet? He ain't tweeting no more. When the last Turkey tweet? Let me see. Let me see when's the last time Turkey tweeted. Turkey ain't tweeting no more. Like, what's going on, man? I'm a little confused. I'm a little confused about all of this. Okay, he posted a video about some Saudi Arabia stuff. He been posting about Saudi Arabia lately. But I ain't seen him posting or talking nothing about no boxing. So yeah, he been posting, but he just been posting highlights. He ain't been posting nothing talking about no business though. He ain't been posting nothing about no Virgil Ortiz and Boots. He ain't been posting that. He ain't been posting Baturbiev and them versus David Ben. Nah, he ain't been posting that. Turkey been mighty quiet lately. Remember, we could not hear from Turkey. What happened? Turkey done turned into Brian Norman Sr. Turkey done turned into Brian Norman Sr., but maybe that's because Zuffa about to get off the ground. Stay with me, people. Maybe that's because Zuffa about to get off the ground. So he's saving all of his shebang and entertainment for when he dropped when he dropped his next mixtape. Maybe Turkey just saving all of this entertainment and all these things from when he drop his next mixtape. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. You know? Maybe that's what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? I could be wrong. I could be tripping, but maybe that's what's going on. That's all Deem saying. Y'all said Turkey with a face of boxing. Turkey didn't get turned into Brian Armin Sr. real quick. Gilbert in the building. What's the deal? Good morning, everybody in the chat. What's the deal, Brody? Turkey done got real quiet real quick. I thought, I thought, don't I want to hear he ain't got money for Boots and Virgil because how is that true when he's putting on Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez at minimum is the same price as Jerron Nennis in the Virgil Ortiz fight. We not gonna act like that, like T.O. and Shakur getting paid peanuts. Let's stop it, man. Where all that oil money and them unlimited funds that y'all was telling us about, and we gonna get the best matchups and all that. Turkey been mighty, 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 mighty quiet. What big bangers y'all heard about? I know we got this Shakur card, But they ain't even promoting that. So that's another reason. Like, have you seen Turkey? Turkey ain't put no videos together. He ain't did none of that stuff he did for Beterbiev and with Canelo. I ain't seen Turkey. Remember when Canelo was about to fight Terrence Crawford? Turkey was everywhere. He was putting out mixtapes. Turkey was out here putting out mixtapes, y'all. Where he been at? He been real quiet, hasn't he? It's funny how that works, though. It's just funny to me how that works with these guys when it comes to this boxing thing. Y'all told me he was saving boxing. Now the man mighty quiet. He doing it seemed like he doing everything everybody else doing. Jab Queen. Nah, he was dropping mixtapes. It was a shout out to KO. It was that it's called Oil Money. He dropped a mixtape called Oil Money. I ain't heard from him since. He been posting about all Saudi Arabia stuff. He ain't been posting about no boxing. What big matchups we get? What Turkey talking about? Y'all said he was saving boxing. Turkey been here for 2 years putting up some bread, and y'all wanted the Johnson bounce. Shout out to Tucson. It's amazing to me. And it ain't just Turkey. Everybody been quiet, but forget what everybody else doing. We are talking about Turkey. He was supposed to be saving boxing. We hold Turkey to a higher standard. Y'all put that nigga in the Hall of Fame. P. Hunter said, "I told y'all a while ago, if Turkey don't start turning profits, they are going to get they're gonna get the sword to his neck." No, listen. Well, we already know that because they got the Zuffa thing going on. The thing I'm wondering is, Turkey was the loudest in the building when Crawford was fighting Madrimov, and we had Brival and Beterbiev. You remember the cards of the year? Remember Shakur and them supposed to be fighting Kid Austin and all of this stuff that was going on? Y'all remember that? Where Turkey been at? Y'all said that he was supposed like Turkey is supposed to be held to a higher standard. He's the one that's not supposed to be quiet. He's the one that's supposed to be giving us all a fight. So I'm asking y'all, why is he quiet? He's the one guy that's not supposed to be quiet. And I know people gonna say, "Well, Dean, we putting up the money right now for Tio and Shakur and all that. That's cool. That's what's up. That might be cool, but he not promoting it the way he was doing anything else. I haven't seen no cat and mouse promotions or nothing. I ain't seen no new mixtapes. I ain't seen no video, no Ring Magazine interviews of him talking about how big this fight gonna be and how much better it's gonna be for boxing and all of the stuff he was doing before. I ain't seen none of that. Remember how he promoted the New York City card, even though it ain't do that well. But he wasn't quiet when Ryan was about to fight Rolly. We heard about Turkey the whole way leading up. Or is Dame lying, or am I making that part up? Y'all keep saying he the promoter of the year, but then Shakur and Tio got a big fight. I guess at least one of their biggest fights, and we're not even getting promotion for that. Quaddy said, "Yo, what's happening, Dean? I'm in the gym right now, but I'm still locked in." 100%. I appreciate you, my guy. I'm just saying, dog. Turkey had that oil money. Turkey's supposed to be out here saving boxing. Y'all said he had unlimited funds, but we can't get David Benavidez versus nobody. We can't get Jerron Ennis and Virgil Ortiz. We ain't getting Shakur and Tank. We ain't getting none of the fights that we want. Turkey's doing a good job at giving us a little bit by a little bit. And y'all too stupid to even see the play. And that be my problem with these people. They don't even want to see the play, gang. You get Beterbiev and Bivol and Usyk and goddamn and Fury and Bud and Canelo, and that's all he had to do to win y'all over. He ain't did nothing else. Really think about it. What else did he do? Really think about it. What else did Turkey do? Y'all want to have that conversation. He gave you Bud and Canelo. He gave you goddamn Bud and Madrimov. He gave you goddamn Bivol and Beterbiev 2 times. He gave you Usyk and goddamn and Fury. What else he do? J-Man talking about facts. No, J-Man, like I'm dead. Like What else he do? Yeah, he gave you a duel Sam notes. Bam Bam. He gave you names on the card. He didn't give you great fights on the card. He just gave you names on the card. He didn't give you the matchups. He just gave you pretty good matchups with a name you wanted to see. Virgil Ortiz, Madrimov. You feel what I'm saying? Like Madrimov is good, and that's a good opponent for Virgil. That's a pretty good fight, but that's not the fight you wanted to see from Virgil. J Main said it exactly. He gave us a bunch of fights we didn't even ask for. The card of the century, Dean. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just talking to y'all. Y'all talking to me. I'm confused on this, fam. But guess what? Maybe Dean tripping. Maybe I ain't all the way there. Maybe I ain't all the way. But all I'm saying is, what did he really do? What did he really give us? And y'all keep saying he gave us stuff, and you got Devin and all them talking about Turkey doing this and Turkey. What Turkey doing? Exactly. What is he doing exactly? The best fight we got that we actually care about, we're just about to get in Shakur and goddamn Tio. What do I mean by that? I am talking about giving us a fight we was talking about prior to Turkey being involved. Stay with me, people. I am talking about name a fight that Turkey gave us besides Beterbiev and Bivol that we wanted prior. You could say Usyk and Fury, but those are fights that I think was going to happen anyway. Like Usyk and Fury was going to happen if Turkey was involved or not. In my opinion, because they was at a collision course anyway, they both had cleared out the divisions. Stay with me, y'all. Jab Queen says, stop hating on Turkey, Dean. He's saving boxing. I'm just saying. I want to give him credit for the Usyk and Fury, but if we being honest, Usyk and Fury was already at a collision course where they was going to have to miss Mona in the building. What's the deal? They was already going to have to fight, kind of. But Turbiev and Bivol, I'll give them credit for that because that's a fight we've been needing and wanting before Turkey got involved. So what he gave us 2-3 fights that we asked for that we did not get prior to him coming. No, did he? I think the best matchup he has made besides Beterbiev and Bivol and in a Fury and Usyk is Shakur and Tio. That's one of the few fights that we was talking about saying that we wanted to see before Turkey ever got involved. That's what Dame talking about. If you just saving boxing, you supposed to come in and give us all of the fights that we asked for, or at least most of them. He hasn't given us most of the fights that we asked for, and we're not even going to sit up here and act like he has given us most of the fights we asked for. At the max, he has given us 3. I'll let you say 3 because I don't want to hear Bud and Canelo because ain't nobody asked for that fight. That's just a fight y'all gave us. We didn't ask for that. Wasn't a fight that people was like, yeah, like we needed that fight. We wasn't expecting that. It was just because we wasn't even expecting it to happen. So that's how nobody was asking for it because people were surprised that people was even talking about the fight. Shout out to Quaddy in the building with the pound. He said that deposit just hit. Laughing my ass off. That's what I'm talking about, gang. Appreciate you showing love, my boy. He didn't give us Bud versus Boots or Canelo versus David Benavidez. Exactly. Jab Queen said, talk about it. I'm just saying, man. I wasn't born last night, you understand? And I wasn't even born that night. I'm not gonna let y'all Earthman me to death. We not doing that. They say Turkey got that oil money, but that oil money obviously not hitting. If I still ain't get Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, I'm gonna give them credit for Shakur and Tio because that's one of the few fights that we was asking about prior to him getting into boxing. But outside of that, y'all can't name too many more fights that we was asking about prior to getting into boxing. Shout out to my guy Ishmael in the Cash App with the pound. I appreciate you, my boy. Thank you, Brody. I appreciate you, gang. Thank you. So we gonna have to keep it realistic all the way around the board as far as what's going on, what's not going on in this boxing game. And like I said, y'all keep telling me the man saving boxing, he's saving this, he's saving that. But then all I hear is Virgil Cortez complaining about the money that he won. I heard Shakur complain about the money he wanted at a point in time. Like even Greg Hackett, shout out to my guy Greg Hackett, he said that one of his fighters got an offer from Turkey and the money is not what y'all think it is. And I trust my guy Greg Hackett on his word if he says that. So I don't want to hear this. I just don't want to hear this nonsense. And I'm pretty sure of the fighter that he talking about, I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10 was my guy Jesse Hart. I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10 it was my guy Jesse Hart and probably that Khalil Coe fight because that been marinating. They probably wanted it on an earlier card and maybe somewhere in Turkey. I don't know that to be 100%, but I just think Dean, speak for yourself. I never wanted Shakur and because to me it was going to be a very technical fight. I don't know enough about boxing to enjoy two technical fighters. I'm just saying, P. Hunter, one of the matchups that we was talking about and willing to accept. That's all. I'm talking about an actual fight that we was having panels and arguments over who we think could win and who the best that there and who that in the third. I feel you, P. Hunter. It's not the most exciting matchup. Out of all of the fights we wanted to see, Tio and Shakur is probably the least entertaining. For every reason that P. Hunter just said, 100%. But P. Hunter, it is one of the fights that we did discuss prior to Turkey being involved. That's all Dean's saying. And the fact, and guess what, P. Hunter, that makes my point even more valid because the fact that that's the only one that we've gotten, that's the only one that we got, and it's the least exciting one, just makes my point even worse. I mean, just makes my point even better. You ain't give us Devin. Now I'll give Turkey credit for this. He did try to make Devin versus Tio, but Tio ain't take the fight. So I can't blame him all the way for that. See, I'm fair. You understand? I'm fair. I'm a thorough nigga. I'm not going to lie on. I told you I don't lie on none of these guys. So I got to give Turkey credit. He didn't want it to be Tio and Shakur. He wanted it to be Devin and Tio, but that didn't happen. Jab Queen said, I said it before. It's the difference between fights we want to see, Boots and Virgil, versus fights I will watch because it's made. Exactly. Exactly, Jab Queen. Exactly. 100%. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second.
Hey, can y'all hear me? Can everybody hear me in the building? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Somebody just type in the chat real quick. Y'all can hear me. Yep. All right, bet. We on deck. Nah, I'm just saying, y'all, when it come to Turkey, man, I'm not. The reason why I'm going to hold him to such a high standard is because of what y'all told me. Y'all said he's saving boxing, not just doing what everybody else is doing because everybody else gives us good matchups too. Everybody else before Turkey came along was giving us good matchups too, from PBC to Top Rank to Matchroom to Golden Boy. We got a pretty good matchup every once in a blue too with those promotional companies. So then if Turkey is not going to exceed that, and Turkey is not going to go beyond that, then why are y'all sucking him off the way y'all do that? He's not doing better than Top Rank. Y'all, he gave y'all 1 or 2 years and y'all was ready, the whole boxing community was ready to suck him off. Meanwhile, Top Rank been doing this for 60 years. PBC been doing this for 15, 20 years. You ain't got no good man. He hasn't given you good matchups than no promotional company, even Matchroom. Think about all the years Matchroom has been out. He hasn't given you more good matchups than Matchroom. He gave you a couple all right Jones and y'all Cause a couple of them was for undisputed, and y'all start nut hugging them. See, that's why this undisputed thing is getting out of hand. He gave y'all a couple undisputed fights, and y'all started nut hugging him in, dog. And I'm disgusted. I'm 100% disgusted in the whole boxing community. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. This man was supposed to be saving boxing and all this and the third. He ain't doing nothing different than top ranking them and everybody else been doing, dog. He just another avenue. The problem is y'all said he was better than another avenue. Y'all wasn't saying he just another avenue. Y'all was saying he's better than the other avenues. Y'all was saying he's gonna do more than the other avenues. That's what they was trying to tell us, people. And ain't none of that happening. That's not what's going on. That's not what's happening currently in boxing. He gave you Usyk and goddamn, he gave you Shakur and Tio, Usyk and goddamn Fury. Better Beeve and Bivol and Canelo and Bud. And y'all niggas started Johnson bouncing. Shout out to Tusyk. Y'all niggas started Johnson bouncing. Jab Queen said, let's not act like those fighters don't want those fights too. Look how much they offer Colin Smith for Benavidez, and he said no. Exactly. Look at what Boots and them going through right now. The Zone trying to make that fight without Turkey. The Zone, if the Zone makes that fight before Turkey does, it just proves everything I've been telling y'all. There's no reason why the Zone should be making that fight before Turkey. I mean, I know it's going to be on the Zone, but I'm talking about the Zone making that fight by itself without Turkey's help is what I'm talking about. Because if you let y'all tell it, if it was up to Turkey and it would already be done. So we know it's not Turkey. If you let the Turkey knob gobblers tell it, it can't be Turkey because if it was Turkey, it'd already be done. Correct? If it was up to Turkey, it'd already be done. Correct? Tyler says, I'd rather get a guarantee with a back end than a guarantee with no back end. Making a return or investment 100%. But a lot of these guys, though, Tyler, they know they don't generate that. Yoda in the building. What's up, Rudy? They know they don't. They know they don't bring that in. Savon says facts. They say the Turk got pulled like that, but I don't see. I don't see why. I don't see why not. I'm just saying. This bread, they got all of this income, and it's not turning out that way, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting some coffee right now. Give me a second. You know you gotta get that Joe in you in the morning. I'm getting some coffee right now, y'all. Rock with your boy. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Y'all. All I know is they just keep stop telling me what they got planned. Stop because my thing is all you hear is coffee 100% on them. Oh, on them I'm doing. See, oh my God, like you already I'm doing. 100%. You know, you feel me? So y'all know how we rocking. My guy on the money line, I'm giving it up. You feel me? Yeah, cushion coffee, 100%, my dude, 100%. But listen, I'm about to put the chopping up team. Okay, hold on. Can you hear me? Hear me better now? Somebody let me know we good, y'all. Let me know y'all can hear me. Yo, somebody put in the chat, y'all can hear me. Let me know we good. But you breaking up. No, I don't like that. I hear you. All right, I'm about to put this link in the chat, man. Y'all come chop it up with me for a little bit. Um, yeah, man, y'all come chop it up with me for a little bit. But I'm just saying, man, Turkey gotta get it together, man. You know, don't keep telling me what somebody is, man, and I see what they doing, and I see what they not doing. Like I said, and hopefully 2026 be a better year in boxing. I think we a lot of bullshit throughout this year so far that I think 2025. Man, it left a lot on the table. You hear what I'm saying? We left a lot on the table in 2025, man. A lot on the table. You did. Um, so hopefully 2026 we actually get what we deserve, man. Like I said, y'all, I want y'all to think about 2020. We ain't getting no unification at 135, unification at 140, unification at 147, besides boots. And y'all shitted on that unification. We ain't no unification at 154, no evidence in the building. What's the deal, bro? No, we ain't getting that. I think it's like, nah, we gotta do better. We gotta do better in 2025. We gotta do better. Jack said breaking up. I said I'll get up because I left the crib real quick. My fault, y'all. My fault. My fault, y'all. You know, my bad, y'all. If I'm breaking up, my fault, y'all. Nah, SBG Mello. No, I ain't going to the Shakur fight. I'm not sure yet. I might, but I ain't sure yet. We good, y'all? We good? Big Dre in the building. What's going on, homie? I'm still choppy, y'all. Nah, you good now? All right, bet. Let me get back to the cooking. Yeah, get it together, man. Hopefully 2026, man, be a better year because 2025, man, we left a lot on the bone, man. A lot of meat on the bone 2025, y'all. We not going for that in 2026, man. We got to make it work. You feel me? We ain't get no unifications, 130, 135, 140, 147, 154, 160. When we finally got it, Jana Beck pop dirty and all of this extra shit. Like, yo, like, come on now. We can't get David Benavidez to fight nobody that we really want to see him fight at 175. I want y'all to think about that. The best fight we got from David Benavidez at 175 was David Morrell. And I'm glad that we got the David Morrell fight, but we ain't think that was all David Benavidez was going to get for real at 175. That's not what we thought. We thought we was going to get him versus Bivol and Beterbiev and maybe Ben Witter. Like, we thought we was getting all that. We ain't getting none of that game. People act like David Morrell and Anthony Yarde is enough because it's not. It's not, fam. It's not. And I understand why David Benavidez moved up because David Benavidez David Benavidez did one fight with Turkey and got the fuck on. I want y'all to think about that, gang. He did one fight with Turkey and got the fuck on. Y'all gotta understand that part, man. I ain't just nitpicking. I ain't just talking. I'm telling y'all my real life experience, man. Parker on that yayo. Yeah, Jab Queen. Parker on that yayo. Like, come on now. Yeah, shit. Y'all hit super chat, man. Y'all rock with your boy. You know what I mean? I really don't think we were mediocre boxing. I just don't. I make a great type situation in boxing right now. That's my opinion. You ain't got to agree. I just see the trajectory. I just see how things is going on. A couple more bad performances or people popping dirty or a couple more Devin and Ryan situations happen. Boxing ain't going in a good place with that, man. I don't care what y'all say. All of these narratives we pushing. Nah, boxing cannot afford 2026 gotta be like 2023, gang. 2021, like it gotta be action packed from ding ding to ding ding. You understand? It gotta be action packed from ding ding to ding ding. That's the only way we gonna get the proper. That's the only way we gonna get the proper fights. That's the only way we gonna get the proper results. To keep talking about boxing, don't nobody want to keep mediocre ass fights, gang. That's the truth. Boxing coming back alive if they go back to the same weight day. I mean, yeah, same, yeah, for real, for sure. Same day weigh-ins for sure. We just need people to just stop being scared to take losses. That's really more of what it's about. We need people to stop being scared to take losses and go ahead and handle their business, like, and everybody mix it up. Because what I don't be thinking a lot of dudes understand, you gonna get trilogies. It's not gonna always work out where it's just one person get beat the fuck up and that's it. Like, it don't work like that. But when you don't even put yourself in those positions, you don't get a Beterbiev versus Bivol 2 times or a Usyk and goddamn Usyk and Tyson Fury 2 times, Joshua and Usyk 2 times. You don't get that without taking that risk first. As much as we talk about Tank and Shakur, how we know they not gonna fight 3 times? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not until you get in the ring and you see what's going on where we even find that part out. Rocket said the fake content curators got these fake boxes on Snack, always looking for an advantage, 100%. I'm just saying, y'all. We gotta be realistic about what we doing out here, man. I just don't think that boxing can go another year of being the way that it was in 2024. I mean, in 2025, the same way, because 2024 wasn't really super jumping like that. 2024 was better than last year, but 2024 wasn't really jumping like that either. All right, like you got to stay with me, people. 2024 wasn't really jumping like that, gang. Canelo fights this year. Think about it. The two faces. This is how you know this year was trash. The two faces of boxing, y'all, both had trash ass fights this year. Now it was good for Bud. I'm talking about from Canelo's standpoint. It wasn't good for Canelo. Canelo for William Skull and fucking Terrence Crawford. Gervonta fought Lamont Roach. That was it. When the two faces of boxing like don't even got bangers like that, and then Crawford retire right after that, so you don't even get the esteem and the momentum of him beating a Canelo. That momentum gone because he retired. Let's talk about that, y'all. That momentum is gone that Bud created because when as soon as you beat the man and you go on a little press tour, you retire. Come on now. So all of that momentum and steam is gone. Now when Canelo come back, nobody gonna care he lost to Bud because Bud is retired. So everybody gonna say, well, Bud did that, but you ain't Bud. Lucid in the building. What's going on, baby girl? I'm just telling y'all the truth, bro. 2025 was trash. But I thought Turkey was saving boxing. How I should never be able to say a year in boxing is trash when y'all got big Turkey out here. That's my point. Let's talk about it. William Old School in the building. Let's talk about it. What's going on, baby girl? I hope you amazing. You already know. You already know how we giving it up, Lucy. You already know. I should never be able to say boxing was trash with Big Turk involved. I should never be able to say that the way y'all talk about this man, the way y'all knob gobble this man. You would think y'all motherfuckers was from Saudi Arabia. Hey, you would think y'all motherfuckers was get a Habib. Y'all motherfuckers gonna get a Habib and some of that bad Arabian meat. Y'all over there with that golden chocolate. Y'all over there with them chocolate bars with that pistachio, that green stuff in the middle. Y'all got Habibs on and y'all riding camels. The way y'all talk about Turkey, y'all niggas, I'm trying. Y'all niggas is crazy, man. Hey, we get a rap money. Hey, y'all motherfuckers. I thought y'all was gonna turn into Turk. Anthony Shell, what's the deal, bro? Oh, I'm tired of all you fake ass Arabs. Y'all niggas love Turkey. Turkey ain't did shit. Turkey gave us 4 fights, and y'all ready to knob gobble the man. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, fam. Top rank and the PBC and Golden Boy been giving you fights for forever. And y'all want to knob gobble these niggas. This nigga, because he gave you 4 fights and a couple all right John. A couple cool John. Like, be real, gang. We get rap money. Hey, oh, man. I should never be able to say a year in boxing is trash as long as Turkey around. The way y'all motherfuckers talk about that nigga Turkey, man. Straight up. Man, why you gotta come here doing all that, Javier? See, Javier, then that's when you get blocked real quick. Javier, you know how easy it is to block you, Javier. Why you so fucking angry? It's early as shit, Javier. It ain't even 10 o'clock and you angry as shit, Javier. You don't sit here angry. Your mom named you Javier, so I understand why you're mad. I get it. Nigga, you that soft ass name. How you walk up to a chick and be like, how you doing? My name is Javier. You don't get the fuck out of here, nigga. You don't even just say Javi. You supposed to have a YouTube name like Javi, something hard, something gangster. Javier. You walk up to a chick and be like, "Hi, how you doing? My name Javier." Ah, hey, hey, Dean. So you gonna bite the hand that fed y'all the good fights in 20? Good nothing. A bunch of good nothing. That nigga gave us. Hey, That nigga gave us reheated spaghetti, and y'all wanted to dick ride the nigga. Y'all see, this is how I know y'all niggas ain't never been treated right by no good woman. She heated up some spaghetti, and because you ain't used to a chick cooking for you, you think it's the best thing ever. Because she ain't even got no meatballs in that shit. It's just meat sauce. And she ain't even put no meatballs in that shit. No sausages, no peppers, no nothing. She just got the meat sauce. Like, and because you ain't used to that, because you used to McDoubles and 4 for 4s, that's the best thing in the world to you. Nigga name Javier. How you doing, baby girl? My name is Javier. Like, bitch, you don't go ahead, bro. Can't no nigga named Javier take my girl. That's all I'm saying. You lose your girl to a nigga named Javier. That's a fucking issue. Oh, I'm drawing too early. I got a rocket dig in the morning. I'm drawing and it's early. I don't give a damn. Javier should have left me alone. Javier Lopez. Mm, mm. I ain't even get finished smoking my shit. And Javier would have come fucking with me. It's too early. Javi, go wash your face and shit. You mad as hell. Early as hell. I know you ugly. Nigga probably 5'3". Nigga probably tank height, bitch. You want to get in here talking about tank. Nigga, you tank height and you drink Modelo's. Don't mind me, y'all. He mad as motherfucker. It's early as shit. My nigga, I ain't even smoke my shit yet, gang. You could be mad at the later live. Don't be mad in the morning lives, my nigga. Get your coffee, gang. Relax. You need some caffeine. He said, when you ever hear Javier was beating it up? Not never. I ain't never heard that. Yeah, I'm gonna get my brother Javier to beat you up. No, oh man, go get that nigga. The fuck? Nah, I appreciate y'all rocking with Dean, man, early in the morning, man. Y'all know how we giving it up. Keep y'all notifications on, too. You feel me? I'm going to be dropping some videos today, some shorts, and we going to go live later, man. We working over here. Well, I got the time to do it. I'm going to rock with y'all. You know, y'all know Dean go MIA sometime. So I'm going to try and make it up to y'all. You hear what I'm saying? We got a lot of things in boxing, started the year. We gotta get it popping. You feel what I'm saying? Tago in the building. Ride again. I would ride again. Don't shit on no Modelo's. Nah, that's my shit. See, look, reality is reality. I ain't say they wasn't my shit. I just said the nigga 5'3" and he drank Modelo's. That's all I said. I ain't say I wouldn't drink one with him. I ain't say Anthony Shell. I ain't say I wouldn't drink one with him. All I said is that nigga 5'3" and he drank Modelo's. Yeah, Lucid, don't be a earthette. Don't be a earthette. Make sure you got the notifications on, all right? But I want to talk about how it's such a travesty that they not promoting this fight. I'm glad that we talking about Turkey and all of this because look at Shakur and them, man. Where the promotion for this fight? Where the videos at? Where the little cartoons like they had with Bud and shit? Like, what's going on, my dudes? Talk to me, man. Y'all can't keep giving me excuses why they ain't got the Viking versus the damn the Russian like they did with Turbiev and Bivol. Like, talk to me. Why Turkey ain't having lunches? Remember that nigga had a whole brunch with goddamn Bud and Canelo? Y'all remember that nigga had a whole clans meeting with Bud and Canelo? They was playing footsies under the damn table. Watch Shakur and Tio. I don't see Shakur and Tio playing footsies. Tell me, Tell me why I ain't got a video of Shakur and T.O. playing footsies. We got one interview, one gun. You know how they say one gun? We got one interview. Shakur was on the Art of Dialogue. That shit had 25,000 views in like 4 days, man. Nah, all my kids. Shakur was on the Art of Dialogue. That shit had 25,000 views in like 4 days, man. What we doing, man? Kurt Hurd in the building, man. Dean, by any means, why they ain't have the date had a date yet, like Canelo and Crawford. That's my other thing. Like all of this shit is backwards, gang. J Man, I swear to God, it was up for 4 days. It had 25,000 views, gang. SBG Mello said, I don't see nothing about this fight card. Go make you some noodles frequent. We mind our business over here. I thought Turkey was going to drop the video for T.O. in room 40. I'm just saying, why I ain't got no video of T.O. dancing in Honduras? Where the all access at? Remember, we used to have all accesses. How niggas going to be the face of boxing and ain't nobody talking about your fight? Motherfuckers was more interested. Do y'all understand that we talked about Lamont Roach versus Tank and people said they didn't want to see that fight way more than we talking about this fight? Do y'all understand that? Big Dre, what's the deal, brother?
What's going on? It's live. It's local. It's boxing. What's going on, Dean? You know, I just copped up, man. I wanted to say Happy New Year
What's
to my
going
brother
on,
because
fam?
I haven't seen you in a while. It's probably more my fault than yours. But you out here talking about the fights and the lack of promotion. Um, it's not just the big fights that's lacking promotion. It's the little fights that's lacking promotions, man. It's hard
Talk
to find
about it.
it's hard to find promotion about almost any fight. I mean, um we got a local fight coming up here January 30th at a live hotel and casino. Um I haven't seen but one advertisement about it, and I was at the casino when I saw that, you know. Um
Damn.
yeah, man, it's hard. I saw one promotion on Instagram for a fight coming up in February. I'm gonna do a commercial announcement for that because I got some peoples fighting in that fight. So y'all can look out for that. And if you in the DMV area, support the live, the local, the boxing, Jetta Promotions, Davis Promotions, Ponytail Promotions, um, Baltimore Boxing. So if you're in the DC metro area, support these guys. Come on out and see them. I know January the 30th, we've got Jordan White, aka Short Dog, Jordan the Iceman Roach. That's Lamont's little brother, um, and
Okay.
the official Ben Johnson, all fighting on that card at Live Hotel and Casino on January 30th. Come on out and see us. Support
So,
boxing.
hey, Big Dre. Well,
Yes,
hey, Big
sir.
Dre, is he anything like his big brother? Because you called
Oh,
him the Iceman. I just want to make sure his nickname ain't "Read You Your Rights, Man." You understand? Are you sure that ain't his nickname? "Read You Your Rights,
nah, man.
Man"? Huh? You sure
Nah.
that ain't his
Come on, man.
nickname?
You got to leave my man Lamont Roach alone, baby. Come on, we
Uh, I
you
hear you,
know.
Big Dre. Go ahead. I hear you.
But I'm all about the live, the local, the boxing, and like I said, I'm gonna do a commercial announcement. I when I do one, I'll send it to you and let you know so you can play it on your show every once in a while, so we can get some people out to actually see these guys live and local. Everybody can't afford to go to the big fights, and hell, with everything going to pay per view, man, shit.
Yeah, it's tough. It's definitely tough. But
You
especially
know,
they want to charge up. I forgot they
you
had
got
another
three
pay
pay
per
per
view
view
out
fight in
here.
1 month.
Yeah, they had another paper. It's another pay per view fight they trying to put out here. I forgot what it is, man. But people ain't trying to pay for it. I forgot the fight they announced. I can't think of it. I'll find out later and bring it up. But it's just another thing that shows you everything. Everything ain't for everybody. Period.
Yeah, I know. You just it's kind of hard to keep doing the pay per view things. I'm used to being able to afford to go to a boxing match um, and see the fighters live and up close. So um, like I said, let's get out and let's support the live, the local. Um, if you in the New York metro area, at the end of the month on the 31st, it's probably cheaper to go see the fight at MSG than it will be to see it on pay per view. So, uh,
No,
let's get out
100%.
there.
That's a fact.
Let,
That's a
let's
fact.
let's get out there and support the boxing because we all about the boxing community. We talk about it almost 24 hours a day, every day. There's 1,900 shows on boxing and YouTube. Um, Everybody got some content to create, and everybody's talking boxing. But you get to the fights and ain't nobody there. Let's get out and support, especially live and local. Um, and so we can show these younger guys that we support them, and make sure that we out there in the crowds, yelling and screaming, um, and making it work for them. So
All I'm gonna say
that's all.
is, Big Dre, before you go, Big Dre, is if Boots was fighting Virgil in Madison Square Garden, that bitch would be sold out.
Well, if
My bad, my fault, my fault.
I'm sorry, you know, when Boots was fighting Karen in the Fargo Center, brother ran up the street, so he could see that uh, live and in the building.
No, for sure.
When Tank was fighting Roach up in the Barclays,
I was there.
uh, I was there. I left DC, jumped on the train, and went up there and had me a ticket so I could sit down and watch it live and in person. Um, but that's what I'm saying. It's always fun to talk about it, but let's get out and go see these fights. And then again, if you're in the DC metro area, Live Hotel and Casino in Anne Arundel Mills, Maryland, is having a fight. I think it's the Contender Series, um, on January 3rd, Friday, January 30th. Come on out and let's
Man,
be part of the action.
man, I
And that's
appreciate you,
all I
Big
got,
Dre. You
Dean.
already know,
You
Big
know,
Dog. Thank you for chopping it up with me, gang.
oh man,
100%. I
thank,
appreciate you, my guy. Thank you.
thanks for being live, my brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, y'all heard Big Dre. Y'all already know what it is. All the upcoming fights coming up. And we gonna keep it pushing, man. We gonna keep it popping, man. We gotta definitely get behind these younger fighters, man. The Keith Colognes about to fight Xander Zayas. You know, we gotta stop finding reasons that we don't like these individuals and start finding reasons to like them. I do want to say that we gotta stop finding reasons to not like these guys and start finding reasons to actually like these fighters and get behind them and this, that, and the third. If I'm being honest, y'all, you dig what I'm saying? Because a lot of them, they gonna surprise you. Like Sam Notes, he surprised you with Abdullah Mason. He lost, but he surprised you. He did very well. So we got to keep that in mind as well when we out here talking about this boxing game, talking about these boxers and everything that's going on. Timmy, like Timmy said, Boots sold out the Wells Fargo as well, 100%. Um, and like I said, we like if we gonna be honest, man, boxing needs Gervonta Davis. People can act like it don't, but he's by far the biggest star. It's by far boring when he's not fighting. Obviously, right now, nobody else is moving a marker. Bud Crawford retired. Let's stop being Earthmen and Earthettes about this whole situation, yo. Let's just be completely honest about what's going on out here in this boxing game. Let's just be completely honest about it, y'all. Like, that's my guy. Now, like, I just want people to accept reality. You ain't got to like Gervonta, but what you must admit, that boxing is don't move the same if he not fighting. And it's not even close, like Quadir said. It's not even close. You ain't gotta like the young man. You could think whatever you want to think about him. You could think Shakur beat him. You could think that. But all I know is Shakur is fighting somebody y'all want Gervonta to fight, and them tickets ain't selling like that. It ain't getting promoted the same way. If Gervonta was fighting Tio, it wouldn't even be a fucking question if it was sold out. It wouldn't even be a fucking question if it would be getting promoted and you would be hearing about it and people would be talking about it. Let's be honest. Every live stream will be about Gervonta and Tio, but that's not going on with Shakur and Tio. That's just not what's going on, and it's not our fault because we talk about it. We've been talking about this fight, so it ain't our fault, but I'm just talking about in general. Now, we can either accept it or we cannot accept that as a boxing community, but the proof is in the pudding. Stop telling me what people are when I see what they do. Don't Dean tell y'all that all the time? Stop telling me what people are when I see what they do. What you do is what you are. Your record is what your record says you are. You are what your record says you are. Why you think they got that saying in the NFL? You are. People like, man, the Detroit Lions good. Well, they wasn't that good because they didn't make the playoffs this year. So even if you think that they better than their record was, the actual technical answer is they're not that good. You are what your record says you are. Simple and plain. I ain't make the rules. I'm just in it. You feel me, Quaddy? All right, listen, I ain't make the rules. I'm just in it, man. But listen, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. Y'all was rocking with your boy. We an hour and a half in. Keep y'all notifications on for your boy because, we're going to be going live later. I'm going to be dropping some videos. We're going to get it popping, man. We're going to keep doing what we got to do. We got a lot of things to talk about as far as when it comes to this boxing thing. I got some interesting videos that I think that y'all going to like that's going to come out a little later about this whole boxing game and a bunch of different things. And hopefully we can talk about it a little bit later on the live stream today. Whenever I can get wherever I can get in where I fit in. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all already know, man, how we rocking, man. You feel me? Preach, Dame. You already know. I'm keeping my out here. I'm keeping my foot on their neck. You feel me? My guy Boot shouted me out. So I feel like I got to keep my foot on their neck now. It's been working. So I really got to step it up now. You feel what I'm saying? We working out here, man. And not only that, it's because it's where the truth come from. Y'all know this where the real at. Y'all know this where the real at. So it's my job and it's my duty to make sure that y'all getting that real. You understand? You could go anywhere in the world, but y'all be rocking with your boy. And we going to keep doing what we doing. You dig what I'm saying? And we going to keep our foot on their neck. And we going to flood these streets and we going to show these boxers. We going to promote these boxers better than they capable of doing themselves. We going to knock the door down until they have no choice but to respect what we doing, respect where we coming from, see the hard work, see how we giving it up. Simple as that, y'all. You feel me? We taking what's ours. We ain't asking for nothing. I don't want no handout. I'm going to take it. You hear what I'm talking about? Y'all already know, man. You feel me? Y'all know what this is, right? This is Dean by any means. And holla at your boy. You dig what I'm saying? And we out of here. You feel me?
Dean, best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Everybody wants you to be humble when you great. But I know what I am and I know what they gain. It's Dean. Philly, Chester.
You either gonna be a coward or live honorable. I say fuck judges, they dishonorable. When you a phenom, her head is phenomenal. This world cold, so I stay somewhere tropical. When you God's angel, shit get diabolical. Like saying I ain't one of the greatest, that's undeniable. Every beat I get on, you know I get maniacal. When you rely on them, they become unreliable. Damn, that's why jobs do 90 days. And my bars cold as an Alaskan cave. Soon as you tell Caucasians your ancestors slaves, that's when they give you praise in a higher wage. It's all a diversion to not see your worth. You keep coming in last cause there's things that you ain't noticed first. I'm like the rent, no matter what, I'ma be the first. The devil real, I seen a junkie still ate granny purse. But God real, next day he had an overdose that made it worse. They give you presents, still your presents, gift and a curse. Most people only act godly in church. I stay grounded cause people that I love in the dirt. Got 3 daughters right now, I done gave life. Won't call you broke, I just say that you ain't saved right. Cause when you ain't fly, seem like everybody take flight. Your day ones, they a snitch on you the same night. Can't have leeches around, cause they backbite. They'll get you pinched faster than a crab fight. Cause when you get a grip, you realize y'all ain't that tight. Okay, I'm sorry, young nigga. Hey, that's life. Your father might not be around, it's my job to teach you. Just in case he ain't here like alopecia. My name Deem, how you doing? And it's nice to meet you. If they can, they'll cut corners like a slice of pizza. All for the cheese. Liars do shit you won't believe. That's why I feel the breeze, smoking blue cheese and Belize. I can't be fake here, so I gotta bob and weave. I learned the method, man, and I think that's all I need. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. If I get a deal, please don't be surprised. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. And I learned that the only limit is the sky.